Welcome back to the STG ice sheet, you beautiful people. To start this episode off, Manoroth needs to be changed over to GNU, and then the next one coming in is going to be Terra. So now we have 3 named colonists. Well, technically 4, but unfortunately John Dumb's over here. Hopefully we can bring him back. That'd be good, you know. We don't want to be losing colonists unnecessarily. But the plan for this episode is, I'm going to call it Fortress Proclamation. We are going to bunker in. We're going to get these defences along here sorted. And I'm thinking, because we don't want a kill zone, but we still need to defend, maybe get some external walls to funnel them into this sort of area, which would be more of a killing field than a kill zone. No, it'll be a kill zone. But we're not going to have that thing where you have people come in and then go through like the snake ladder thing and then come in and get shot. That's a bit boring. This is combat extended. It's meant to be difficult. It's on an ice sheet. It's meant to be difficult. No point trying to make a challenge and then turn it easy. So with that, we got these to break down. We have these to kill. But we want to keep the queen alive because if the queen's alive, hopefully we can farm the larvae. With the larvae, we are then going to be able to butcher them down, and Solarians love eating insect meat. And one more thing on top of that, let's see if we can't get the old bio sun lamp going with some hydroponics. So we have 4 there, which we know is enough for 1 Solarian. So if we double up and make 8, we know that we can get 2 Solarians fed. Yeah, look at my math hammer right there. That was impressive. And we want more and more Solarian. So yeah, actually quite a lot we want to get done in this episode. So I guess we had best just crack on with it. Just having a think, and I reckon what we do is we extend down here, we go to there, we go to here, then we take... that's not going to work. Yes it is. This might be an incredibly foolish idea, but I am interested to see what's going to happen. So we go embrasures, we put the embrasures there. Then it's going to be a little bit off, but that won't matter. Then we take the third door, well, the third wall out, and we're going to put some doors in, right? If you're following still, this could be a thing. It might not be a thing, but you know, sometimes you just got to try things to figure out if it works. And what we're going to do is we are going to put turrets here as well. Now we have anything that comes along here is going to have a very bad day because we've got a whole bunch of overlapping turrets which are not amazing, but they are going to cause quite a lot of damage, and then we can start building bigger and better turrets pretty soon. So sorted on that side. This side, obviously not too much defense, but details. However, if they do breach, I want the base to expand in a way that it can continuously defend itself, so against drops and stuff. That is going to be important because that means if they drop in, we can also shoot them down as they come, well, as they land, which is going to be great. Other side is where we don't have a kill zone. We can't just rely on one line of defense, because if that line of defense gets breached, then we're going to be in trouble. So we kind of want a bunch of rat runs, but then we also want a whole bunch of strong points within the base so that we can defend it a little bit easier. That is what I'm thinking. Is it going to work? I don't know. Let's go and find out. And also, alternatively, I think it might end up just looking like a really quite interesting base, because instead of having one line of defense, there's going to be, I guess you call it defense in depth is how I would describe it. And what we're doing here, without getting distracted by all the other things that we're doing, is we are going to turn this into the storeroom. All I'm interested in is because I know you can equalize temperature by putting an abrasure in. Now, will it count as outside? Because if it does, then obviously this isn't going to work unless we go across there, and then we just have turrets in this section and then have a smaller room. Yet again, only one way to find out. Just got a quest come in which I think might actually be super useful for us. So it's Glegis's many friends, and basically he wants us to go and fight off a bunch of people from the Union and then the awesome skunks, and they'll raid us in 3 days, right? Now it is a vulture, so going to be utterly useless to us. However, I think it would be quite good to get in a fight with some more people, because that means more kit. More kit obviously is better because we can sell it. And then the other side is, well, we can give us our doggos some more food because they are now started eating of supplies. We do have more corpses on the map, which are being hauled in, if not slowly. And Glegus, whereabouts are you, buddy? Oh, nice. We've also got a bunch of steel over here. So let's mark this up for mining. We'll leave that for the moment. And Glegus, what you got for me, bud? Nothing too interesting here. Let's go a little bit quicker on that. Drop this. We can sell that. We can sell that. We can sell that. I don't want that, but I do want you to sell it. Drop it would be the wording. Cool. I do like vultures. Despite them being utterly useless, they're virtually impossible to kill. So, Cannibal would have been really good. Night Owl would have been really good. Xenophobe, that would have been particularly good for us. Healthy on a vulture is actually amazing. Sluggish and frail. No, actually kind of sucks, but does have some good traits. Anyway, see you later, buddy. So what we have found out is that Embrazure's counting as outdoors, which for us isn't super useful. And all we need to do to fix that is we just go across here, and then that should count as 2 separate rooms. Try to find what's about the middle, which it kind of looks like it's there. And no point putting a steel door in because we're very rarely going to be going into it, and a granite door instead. Turrets behind there. Anything comes through this area, once that's set, they're set, they're set. Yeah, they're going to have a really bad time. And then we're going to want to wall these areas here off, just so things that come in behind can't shoot the other turrets, and we don't want these turrets shooting over themselves. So we want them focusing on what's out here to prevent more coming in, and then whatever comes in here is just going to get focused down by the other turrets depending on where they come in. Do you know what? I am quite liking this. And then we're also going to move that outside as well, just because you can't look through a telescope through a ceiling, or look through a ceiling with a telescope. I think it'd be that way round, yeah. So the Union is coming in to attack us, and there looks like there is a decent amount of them. So turns out Raiden Security Force did expand our wealth by quite a bit. And where are you guys going? Going to throw stick bomb at granite wall. And that's why these turrets are here. Will these turrets hold? If they come through single file, yeah, they should hold pretty good. You are loaded, right? No. They are not loaded. Okay, let's do this properly and let's do it once. Everything on armor piercing. We'll send Paddock down yonder, so Paddock, this is on you. GNU, mate, you are on point, you're here. We'll see if these guys get along with each other. They might do, they might not. The first turret is firing. Is it going to be enough? Okay, it is suppressing them, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, we can't control where they shoot. And it is spraying this way. I think just that one turret is going to be enough to hold. And someone just threw a spear into the other guy's back. Yeah, that is a bad time to be you guys. Paddock's nearly in, so that's cool. Turns out the Quarians don't like them either. They're trying to escape that way. Doggos are going to be fed for a while. Paddock is in. That single turret managed to hold. Not bad. Now what are you guys doing? They are coming this way. So Paddock, you move round. GNU, you are going to take the inside in case they breach, mate. And we're going to see. So yeah, they're going through the point that I said that we're going to tunnel through, because it does look like there's a hollow here. And those flashlights seem to work pretty good. Cool. Quarians. We're still okay with the Quarians, despite them just getting sprayed up by our turret. We can't return that turret off, and what's the range on you? Shouldn't be a problem now. And what we got in here? We got a Cypher, Luciferium, Zeus Hammer. Yeah, not too bad. Architect Shield Belt, Psychic Pacifier. We will keep that. That could be quite useful. Do you know what? Not super mad. But now we've got an extra section of the base that we can go into. And I'm just trying to see what it's saying. Nothing too much. They're going in against the Cypher. The Cypher's just going to absolutely mash them. They don't really stand a chance. This guy's going to go there. then Gnu's probably going to end up shooting him or not. Okay, so yeah, I think we tunnel through here and then we put a door there, so we do have a way out. I would have preferred it under the mountain, but honestly, does it make a massive difference? Kind of no. Wine merchant coming in, we're not too fussed about that. Paddock, how you doing? He'll slowly get there, then once he's there he can take out that cipher pretty easily. I think that went okay. So from that raid we got about 22 human corpses. We should be more than enough to tie our doggos over for a while. And what we are going to do, if I can select it, is we're going to expand this zone so there's actually more storage space, because I didn't realise that we hadn't filled it. Which, you know, not the end of the world. And how are we looking on power surplus? So we got 3,200-ish. So I think we allow that to be turned on, see what the temperature is, and worst case scenario we just put a couple more heaters in, and yeah, we can get up to temperature and we can be growing a small amount of rice. It won't be a huge amount, but it'll be a decent amount. And then also if we extend across here, go down, put another geothermal, turn it into a hard point, but I don't think we'll have it designed quite like this, because that was very resource hungry for what it actually is. Now it's not a lot of resources, it's really not, but for us it is quite a bit. And then Exotic's Good Trader is coming in, so Paddock, what is up, buddy? Okay, disturbed sleep, yeah, corners banished, yeah, 8 without a table, insult the environment, banished to death, can't get over it, 8 raw food, which is -7, but then gets the 10. No, he ate meat instead, and we've also got observed corpse. Tell you what, go down here, talk to them, and let's see if we can't get rid of something. Now, a mechanoid power cell, that is something that we would quite like. But we've only got 3,800, which isn't a massive amount. We want all of those. And nothing that we really wanted. Now, what we should do is expand along here, down to there. We're going to take the sarcophagi, or sarcophagus, I guess. No, we'll leave that. We'll get that room sorted, and then we can start moving the beds and stuff. That's not going to be a big issue. Cool. That's all looking pretty good. Now that is actually super good. So we have obviously the bio sun lamp doing its thing, but it has got the temperature up to 17, about 16, 17 degrees. If no one goes in there for a while, it does cap out at about 18. So that all we need to do is put one heater in, and then we are pretty sorted. So yeah, that bio sun lamp, super overpowered bit of kit. I mean, if it costs 4,000 watts, I would understand, but at 1,000 watts, yeah, you cannot complain. That's actually insane. Bunch more tribals, similar attack routes. Now, question is, have you been loaded up? No. And how many rounds have you got? You still got 98. How do you feel about reloading that and you reload that? Because they're still going to come through this way. And is that 2 turrets? So we got 2 turrets loaded on that side. I doubt this one's loaded. No, that's loaded, and this one here is loaded. Okay, not a big issue. And that looks like that is decent. Yeah, that's a decent amount of kit right there for us as well. So once they're done moving and loading the turrets, let's haul that in. Paddock seems to be alright now. He was about to have a mental break. They'll come up here. Hopefully the turrets will be reloaded in that time, and then they're just going to get slaughtered. Those guys we know aren't going to get too close because we have enough turrets shooting in. So once they're there, the first turret shoots. As they come closer, second turret, and then the third turret. These guys will most likely try to tunnel through this way again. So that is a bit of a weakness in our base, but I think that we can sort that out. Okay, so this might be a different raid then. So the awesome skunks who were chasing Glegus, they're dropping right there. And who are you? No, these guys were the Union. Alright. Oh, they don't like each other. Oh, that is a bad day. It's just like a bunch of tribals coming in. And then... yeah. Cool. What are you? Are you pirates or mercenary snipers? Cool. So, okay, pirate gunners. No worries. A couple of them might have some decent kit on them. Or maybe they learned from last time. So they're going around, they're taking a different angle. But that turret is online. That one is. Now what I want to be careful of is that one shooting across and hitting this one. So if I'm actually being smart, I think we need to drop this one back by maybe like 3 or 4 tiles. Otherwise we're going to end up just taking out our own turrets, which isn't great. Now these guys are pulling across there, and then the awesome skunks are going this way. I think we can take the tribals out first. That's not going to be a big issue. They're all going to get nuked by the turret, so we don't need to worry about them. Those coming around there are now walking into a super bad time because these turrets are online. Cool. Do you know what? I think we got this. Now, do these guys actually have anything super dangerous against us? That LMG is going to be quite dangerous. And what ammo are you using? Okay, not actually saying. Sometimes you have like spare ammo on them, so they don't come through. And then tunnel it into the top of the base here. That is safe there. So GNU and Paddock, both ready. Run and gun off. And up here so we can get in quicker. We're going to have plenty of time to get into position, for lack of a better term, because these guys are going to be pretty slow getting in. What we do need to do, because our guys are running on the outside, we need to change this wall from granite into something that will open quicker, and also change these 3 doors and then line in here with steel. So when it comes to reloading the turrets and moving around under fire, we are going to have safe passages through. So what we don't want is something to go wrong, then we have someone that's like a passive and they go through and then just get done in by whatever's around them. Okay, as for defensive positions, Paddock, you're in the doorway. How much time do we have? We've got a little bit of time. Paddock, uninstall this, mate, if you would. And then you're going to take the door. You're going to take the corner, because you're brave like that. And then, yeah, anything that's coming in is just going to get nuked. They will try to take this corner here, which I don't think is going to be a massive issue. And what are they taking along there? Taking a few things. Crypto casket. They managed to loot some stuff from us. Not a big one. Okay, you're going to need to take this side of fellow. You're going along there. And Zeus Hammer, Crypto Sleep, Architect. Oh, you're taking all the good stuff. GNU doesn't actually have any more ammo on him anyway, so he should be fairly quick. I don't really mind about that Crypto Sleep. Paddock, how many rounds you got on you? You got 69. Drop your 50 ammo, drop your pemmican, and run. We should be able to catch them. No point chasing a fellow. Really, I don't see a massive point in it. If we got more chance of getting one of these, run and gun on, and go this way. We'll wait until Paddock is clear of GNU so they don't cross over, because that is a very quick way to get your colonist killed. Just like that. Okay, take this guy. What's he got? Psychic pacifier, which might be something that we actually want. Paddock, you going to make the shot again like you done the last time? GNU's out of ammo, so that's not great. We also got Paddock to drop all of his rounds. So how many rounds you got left on you? 49. Okay, cool. So it doesn't shoot in as big a bursts, so it can do all right. He is determined to get that Zeus hammer. Cool. Down, down, and escaping. I don't really mind about losing the Zeus hammer. I wouldn't say that went perfect. That is for sure. But we held all right. We have just had a decent amount of luck. So a bulk squid trader has come in. So we sold them a bunch of garbage, which netted us 2,818 silver. And we also had a slave ship come in, and that slave ship has a pretty decent Solarian on it. Now, Rimman isn't the best colonist you can have, so can't social, can't firefight, can't artistic, can't clean, can't cook. Heat intolerant, poor hygiene, feeble, teetotaler, coordinated and tough. Teetotaler is super good, one of my favourite traits. Coordinated is decent enough, not amazing, but okay. And then tough is pretty good. Feeble kind of gets counted out by the tough anyway. Poor hygiene, obviously food poisoning, and then heat intolerant. Now, a lot of this stuff we can sort with trait releases, however, can mine and can do plants. And I guess potentially backup intellectual, but it's going to get pretty good at shooting and melee. So we are going to pick Rimman up. And it turns out that for some reason the silver is in the wrong place. We have moved the silver about, so let's give that a go. So take 2. So Rimman, decent, not amazing. So now we're up to 5,371. We also found some other silver that was in the wrong places, which is pretty good. We don't really want to sell anything else, and we sold off most of the garbage anyway. So Rimman, welcome to the colony, and you are now going to be Terra. So Terra has now joined the colony. He's going to go gear up. I think because we don't have a massive amount of kit, we'll probably end up giving him the shotgun. Those things aren't going to work. And what was your medical? A medical of 8, 10 and 6. Do you know what we don't have, which is pretty important? A hospital. And I think maybe we get the hospital along here in this section. Temperature is still holding at -6, all points considered. Because what we do have is the sleeve caskets. Now, the sleeve caskets are better than hospital beds for operations. So I reckon, well, we've only got 2 of them, which isn't a massive amount, but if all 3 of our colonists need tending to anyway, it's game over. So 2 of them is going to be super good. We'll put them closer to the door so they're the first ones to be used. Crypto sleep caskets we will open sooner or later. Obviously have all the rest of the stuff on the map that needs hauling in, which is not a, well, actually it's quite a lot. It's just the stuff we didn't have selected was a decent amount. Hydroponics obviously aren't going to work, seeing as it's classed as outdoors, because we've got to fix those up. But I'll tell you what, they sound like problems for another episode. So we have an extra colonist, we defeated a bunch of raids, hydroponics is nearly up, turrets are loaded, got some walls to do, that needs repairing. I would call that very successful. Only thing we didn't do was the hydroponic, not the hydroponics, the geothermal. Anyway, with that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.